Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday the 12th of November 2018, and it's the Seven of Cups. Quite an interesting card because it's very different in the Rorig deck to the normal, more traditional decks, but I love it. You'll see it says debauch on it. It's got a flower that's wilting and sort of very, very dried out ground there, and the cups, some fallen, some stood up. It's also got these sort of mad, almost electronic lines on them. There's a lot of visuals in this card, and I do love the lilac-y colour on it as well. So anyway, what does this mean? Well, no doubt those of you in the USA will be feeling that this in the week ahead. You've gone through your midterms, and congratulations for a high turnout. That's absolutely wonderful. And with all the ups and downs and all the canvassing, etc., and so many things, you could find that you're tired, wiped out, and like this little flower that's just wilting round the edges. So you'll understand that one. It's when we put a lot of effort into something, whether we win or not, there's always the sense of that that comes after it. So if you had a word or whatever to explain this card, it's I think with the BSL, it's tired. It's like, and that says it all. So anyway, in general, there is this feeling of tiredness, worn out, winter catching up with us. This can happen once the clocks have gone back. Spring forward, fall back. Yeah, they went back the way, and I always take a few weeks to actually find my feet again, to be honest, and I know a lot of people are like that. So this card can represent that as well, that we're not optimal. Now the good thing is we've had a few good week cards over the last 2 to 3 with the sun, and we this week that we're going through, we've had the Three of Cups, the celebrations and people getting together and all that lovely good emotional energy. But we have to come down, don't we? And this is the coming down card. It doesn't need to be a bad one, right? It can be used as a warning. A warning that you have put in effort, that the winter is coming and it's getting darker, and you're getting a wee bit colder, and it's a warning to maybe do a little bit of self-care in the week ahead. I know I'm definitely going to do that. So in general, don't be annoyed at yourself if you're feeling kind of done in and not wanting to socialise, not wanting to connect with people. You want to be a wee bit of the hermit this week, and if that's the way you're feeling, that's perfectly okay. That's the way you should be feeling with this card. Now, in work and career, it's very much the same. You'll have put in a lot of good effort, maybe to the extent that you're starting to feel more and more tired, more and more put upon, and not as though you're being nurtured at work properly. And that can be a problem, because when we're not nurtured at work, whether that's by our workmates or our managers or our CEOs, we do tend to start to resent doing more and more. So this week at work, in the workplace, you could find that you resent any extra work that's put on you, or you resent being asked to do something after hours, or whenever you feel that it should be your time and all you want to do with that time is sleep. So why are they doing this? So again, I would say try and self-care in work. Do your work to your best ability. but make sure that you have proper breaks. Make sure that you're not saying yes to things that you really should be able to say no to and not have any guilt about, because someone else is there. And if you're always the one that's been put upon, then that's no good. Learn to say no with this card. Or that wee flower that's drooping will literally, it could die, and you don't want your enthusiasm and your energy for your work or your workplace or your friends at work to literally turn to resentment. And that's the warning on this card, okay? If we look at health, there's a couple of things on that. I give it as a warning for exhaustion, that exhaustion is coming unless you stop it now. Now, the good thing is the flower isn't dead, okay? But it's getting there, and this floor, the earth is completely cracked and no moisture in it. So this, believe it or not, is my card for eczema, dry skin, psoriasis, but it's also my health warning card for exhaustion and being under the weather. This is the time that if you need supplements, you should take them. You should try and eat well. You should try and do the things that maintain our bodies and are good for us. I hope this catches up. This appears to have frozen again, but we'll do what we can and get through this. Sorry about everything going off, but so that's the health issues with it. If we're looking at relationships, long-term relationships could basically be feeling as though they're getting tired and they're not really doing the way that you want them to be, and that can be problematic. But again, if you use this card as a warning, you can say, well, you know what, we're both tired, could we do something together, but not, paint a room in the house or not decide to do something big. It would be like, could we maybe snuggle up with a movie and, a curry, or we'll get in pizza and we'll, it's not even about having friends around. This card is more about you're a couple, so be a couple and be kind of alone together, if you know what I mean. It's with my husband and I, we live in the same house. We used to work together in our little shop, Blessed Be, was a wee new age shop, and we were together what looked like a lot of the time. But actually we both have our own ways of looking at things, and even though we're both sort of retired now and we've got different things, different health issues, although we're together, we have our own places, our own sort of workrooms, or our own sort of little sanctuaries, and then we come together again. So as a couple, I'm not saying be with one another all the time, but nurture your time when you are together and kind of make it cozy and special, but without big effort or big amount of money. If you're looking for a partner, maybe a wee bit of self-care first. This could be that there's issues that you've not worked through yourself and need to really look at. And until you're feeling at your best, you might not attract the best partner. So a wee warning against going out there looking for a partner this weekend. If it happens, that person might be there and might be fated to help you with that, but don't go looking for it, okay? If it's meant to be, it'll be, and that person will be there to help you with your healing. If we look at finances, don't overspend, don't get out of your depth financially this week. It's time to be thinking maybe about the run up to Christmas. It's time to be looking at our finances and budgeting rather than just spend. It's called debauch, and if we take it as the bigger word, debauchery, then that comes with a sense of someone maybe drinking too much, someone maybe eating and being a glutton and doing two things too much. So in your financial zone, it's about spending too much money, almost like say you could have a bag that costs £20 and there was a very similar bag that costs £500, and just because you feel you want to, you go for the £500 one. That's kind of a warning that comes in this card. Sometimes when we're exhausted and we're trying to work and get through things, that's when we don't look after our money. How often have you been so exhausted after a difficult week at work that you've maybe had carry-outs that week, you've maybe stopped in and got a chippy or whatever, or you've treated yourself to an extra bottle of wine or whatever? Have you noticed that when we get tired, that's when we don't want to cook, or we don't want to do this, that, and we pamper ourselves, which you're meant to do with this card, but not to the detriment of your finances or your relationships or your health even. So financially, it's time to pull back. Should be okay. So with that, I'll ask you to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. I do apologise. We have had a few problems with the recording sort of stalling a bit. I am getting on top of it. I do kind of know what's wrong, so bear with me for now though, because we should be fine in a few weeks once I've worked my way through what I need to do. And meanwhile, if you like the way I read the tarot, my tarot book, Tarot Novice to Pro in one book, is available on all Amazons, and it's quite a good Kindle price as well, and I hope that you would give that a wee chance and join me next week for next week's weekly tarot card. So please have a wee self-care week and look after yourselves. You really don't want to let this little flower die any more than it's dying. You want to look after it, water it, nurture it, give it some vitamins, and then watch it blossom again. Many blessings now. See you soon. Bye.